Well, good morning and welcome to Adventures in Awakening here in Blackstone, Virginia, the center of the world. But then you too are at the center. The title of this talk is The Wisdom of the Monkey Martini. And I've talked about this before. This is not a martini, it's my morning juice. My wife puts vinegar in it. Anyway, the Monkey Martini. See, there's two monkeys on here. You could name them this and that, or good and bad, or up and down, or in and out, or good and evil, or God and the devil, or Tweedledee and Tweedledum, or any pair of opposites. The world is divided in pairs of opposites. We're on Noah's Ark, where everything comes in pairs of opposites. The only thing it isn't a pair of opposites is Noah. Anyway, and the ark is one, and Noah is one. Everything else is a pair of opposites. So that's interesting. But anyway, I shouldn't digress. The Monkey Martini comes in twos, you see. However, can you separate the monkeys without breaking the glass? You see? That's a Zen question. How can you separate the monkeys without breaking the glass? Well, if you were a in a Dokusan, if you go before the Zen master, your teacher, and he says, can you separate? How can you get the monkeys free without breaking the glass? And you might just take the glass and go, there, they're free. Anyway, it's kind of a Zen thing. The point is that we separate the world, our mind does, into twos. Saved and not saved, special, not special, you see. He's high, he's low. He's an aristocrat, he's a peasant. He's enlightened, he isn't. And so on. That opinion's good, that opinion's bad, mine's good, mine's bad, yours is good. On, yada, 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 on and on and on. The butcher's knife never stops dividing. The butcher's knife of analysis, discrimination, and logic, either or. The butcher's knife of choice never stops dividing, you see. We're all looking for the one. And when we find it, it's two. Look at our country today, for God's sake. Everything that rises in the news is divided into two monkeys, the left monkey and the right monkey. And what are we looking for? The one martini. We're looking for the one that holds the two. But we can't find the one that holds the two because everything is divided into two monkeys. And each one is swinging around and into it, at war, throwing bananas at each other. Right? As soon as you think you got it, it's two. It's two monkeys. And they're just jumping all over the place. And so when you get tired of that, you come up with a new monkey, and it's two again. And so it goes. We don't see that. You have to see it because it's you. It's not the world out there. The world out there is you. The world out there is what you perceive. You are the world, and the world is you. It's different. You are different from the world, and things in the world are different. But at the same time, you are the world, and the world is you, because all you know is you. All you know is what you experience. You can't go beyond your own experience, and you are your experience. But we believe it's two. You see, the wisdom of the Monkey Martini is that the martini is one, but it's two monkeys. See? But we can't see the one because all we can see or perceive is two. Whatever you perceive, you're looking at me, right? You're the looker. I'm what's seen. The seer and the seen. That's two. And yet, are we separate? If we were, but what you know is you. What you experience is your experience, although the mind comes in and throws it out there and says, I'm experiencing you. But what you're experiencing is your experience of me. So we're caught in this double bind here. We're caught in this dilemma of the one that is two and the two that is one, you see. But we can't find the one because we believe there is two. And they're separate. And this is true because when there's two things, I mean, our logic that is the structure of the modern world, Aristotle's logic, was the law of identity. Let there be one. There is one martini glass. There's not two here. You see, you can't. In imagination or movies, we can't create two martini glasses that are the same. The movie Oblivion got into this. Did you ever watch that with Tom Cruise? It raised the question, if there was a clone of you that had all of your experiences, that had perfectly cloned you, your experiences, your memories, everything, your whole personality was identical, would there be two yous? Or would there still be me? Can me be two? You see? No. So whatever you see is me. And yet, it's two. This is impossible. And yet, it's true. And this is what Zen gets into. Zen kind of plays with this idea. How to, what is the one that is two? But you can't experience the one that is two, because if you experience it, it's two. You and the experience. So we all want to get to be awakened where we can be one, but you can't get there because when you get there, there's two. So we're always the kid in the back seat. Are we there yet? Am I one yet? Have I arrived to be one? But when you arrive, you want to experience being one, and your experience makes it two. Catch 22, you see. No matter what you do, it's wrong. So I think the wisdom of the monkey glass, let me get rid of this thing. The wisdom of the martini monkey, if there is any, is that when you see through and through, that's a Zen phrase, see through and through, that there is no way that this is impossible for one to be two and two to be one. It's impossible. Seeing the impossibility of it breaks you free of it. Seeing the impossibility of awakening breaks you free of the impossibility. Now this is, of course, doesn't make any sense. And that's the point. When you see that there is no way to arrive and be the one that has no second, when you see that through and through, that there's no way to arrive in time to where you are the one, unique one, which is what we all want, to be the one. When you see that, you arrive. So we can't get out of the catch-22. When you arrive, you've not arrived. So everything is its own opposite. We've heard that before. That's that's irony. Life is ironic. Everything is its own opposite. When you see that through and through, you're liberated. If you can't do anything right and you can't do anything wrong, you're free to do what you want. But it takes a while to get there. You just can't jump and say, oh, I'm just going to do what I want, blah, 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 blah. It takes years of practice to see that you're free to do what you want when you're not free to do what you want. You see? So you're free to do what you want, but you can only be free to do what you want within the context of a situation. So the situation tells you what to do. So you're not free, and yet you're only free when you see that the situation is telling you what to do. So no matter what you do, you see, you get back to the monkey glass of the two monkeys. No matter what you do, where you go, there are two monkeys, but the glass is one, you see. So the one is the two monkeys, and the two monkeys is the one. And the only way to know the two monkeys is to drink life. When you drink life and enjoy it, you're the one that is two. And that's the great liberation. So that's why I'm saying addicted to martinis, because it's my metaphor. But always drink with a lemon twist of irony. That's most important. My uncle told me. No olives, lemon twist, and good gin and vermouth too. Thanks for dropping in.